Now coming to the second row.
How many rows are there? 4, 8?
3.
Oh, just 3 after all this. At 30 lakh rupees a row, this is a very expensive car.
30 lakhs, 3 rows.
Sorry, 20 lakh rupees a row, this is a very expensive car.
Correct. But
But
that is the reason why this car, for everything that it doesn't do right, will convince you to buy one. The second row was my biggest concern with this
yeah,
car.
because that's where the decision maker sits, right?
Yes. Correct. But it was not a great second row earlier.
The previous one. Okay.
The issue with this car was that the seats are set low. They're not, the hip to floor gap isn't that much. And when looking at this car, it seemed that it's the same issue. And that is true.
Okay.
They have actually gone and lowered the seat height a little bit. They've even lowered the floor height, okay, to make access into the cabin easier.
Right.
But it's not enough. When you step into the front row, it's significantly lower, the floor, compared to the second row.
Okay.
Okay, so to step up into the second row is actually for me like a step up. Right?
Okay.
So in the car that you see in the videos will have a side step. That's an accessory. That's not part of the standard kit. There are some things on this car.
Yeah, because at 64 lakh rupees, expecting somebody to add a side step for free is just ridiculous. I mean, we're not a rich country. I mean, what the hell are you thinking? We're poor people. We must pay for these things extra.
Yeah. That should have been standard.
So I'll tell you what you do. If you want to convince your older members of your family that you need a Karens and you're having trouble convincing them to climb in, take them for a rocks test drive first, ask them to climb into the rocks, then show them the Carnival, and immediately the Carnival look better.
Good way to sell it.
There you go.
The access to the cabin, getting into the cabin, is still, it's not going to be easy for elders, if that's the argument, right? But when you get in...
But India doesn't have older people also. No? If you look at our demographics, we are a young country.
Yeah.
This is exactly targeted to us, yeah.
So this is... wiped out an entire generation. Okay.
Statistically insignificant, bro.
Statistically insignificant.
I mean, I think they're very important to me and my family, but demographically, old people, who cares, right? I mean, look at it. They made a car and they said, no, parents won't get in, it's fine. Or you want them to get in, okay, buy a side step. Very considerate of you, yeah, I'm really proud.
So, once you get in, that seat is still low.
Okay, but can you adjust it up and down or something?
But they have given, because it's the top spec, it gets so much adjustability.
Nice.
Right? This seat, you can tilt it up, you can recline, it's got that ottoman function. And yeah, I know, I think, was it in TC? Was it in Disconnect that we spoke about all these things being gimmicks?
Yeah. No, it was which car? Was it MotorInc first?
Was it MotorInc first?
Wasn't it? I think it was MotorInc first.
I can't remember now. Anyways, point is, in one of the videos earlier, we spoke about how a lot of these things are just gimmicks. Like for instance, in the high cross, the ottoman seat function to me is a complete waste of money, because you are not going to be able to use that without compromising on front seat passengers usage and the seat behind you. And even then, for me at 5'6", I can't fully stretch out with that setup. In this, I can. And it goes into proper recliner. Proper recliner. Like it's like
a current day business class seat.
Yes, it might give business class seats a complex.
Right, but not a first class seat, which goes flat.
Which goes completely flat.
Right.
It's not that.
Right.
But it is incredible. The second row seats, they have, it's really complicated what all you can do with the seats. So the seats have, you can adjust them. The seat itself can be moved in 2 directions.
Right.
You can move them left, right.
So closer to each other or farther from each other and forward and backward.
Correct.
Right.
So when you want to sit, if you're not using the recline function and you just want more shoulder room, then you can keep them towards the outside position. If you want to use the recliner function, you have to go into the more inboard position, because there's that little bit of a, basically where the cup holders and all are on the doors, on the past the C-pillar over there. So that eats into the seat space. So you have to move them in to recline them.
So it doesn't zing and create space, and then the cup holders don't move out of the way automatically.
So this is fixed onto the wall. So this is not that.
It's not automated.
that can't move at all.
So we need a limousine plus plus edition where all of this also happens. So I can recline wherever I
So
want
limousine plus plus should have even the side movement and the front and back motorized.
Correct.
Right now that isn't.
to. Oh, it's manually moved.
That is manually done.
Oh,
So
great.
when you want to move from the outside to the inside, there's a lever on the side here. You pull it up.
No, Karthik, you don't understand the segment's mentality at all. You're never going to pull that lever.
So limousine plus plus.
You're going to call down to your chauffeur and you say, "Mere ko aaj sone ka hai." You move the seat and prep it for me. I'm coming downstairs in 5 minutes. You never touch that lever by yourself. You have no idea how a 65 lakh rupee car works. Yeah, you have to do this manually.
Correct. You have support systems. Yeah. So okay. So the seat goes.
So you have like two. Sorry. You have two levers. One at the front and like.
There are two levers. Both are on the side. Okay. Towards the door side.
So you pull one to move sideways, pull other one to move forwards.
Forward or back.
And you pull both together and move diagonally.
No, it can't do that.
That'd be so cool.
Bumper cars. So yeah. So the seat, the second row, instead of being a gimmick,
it actually works.
Genuinely, like if you were serious about wanting to lounge in a car, the kind of space this offers is something that you will not get even in a Maybach.
Got it.
Right? The S-Class Maybach, you can't recline the seat this far back.
Right.
And in this case, you can do that. Like I can do it. Recline the seat, stretch out properly while the front seat is still usable.
Correct.
It's got that much room.
Correct.
And of course, your third row space does get compromised then, but that means you effectively have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 seats still in use.
Fully.
Fully.
So they can all watch you sleep.
I mean, yeah, somebody else can also join in. Then it's only 4.
Karthik, you can't keep saying things like this. They'll comment on it.
Thanks, Shumi, for not pointing it out.
Because you said you can move the seats inboard to recline, then you can recline them, and if I'm sleeping, somebody else. Come on, please don't do that. Don't write that comment.
I think he's just picking on me.
Don't write that comment. I mean, you guys were so nice to us in which was the 15-inch thing, the Windsor. You were so nice to us. Please listen to me again. Don't comment the thing that you're about to comment.
I'm gonna handle this off camera, okay? Okay.
Okay, so if you're not reclining and doing all of this nonsense and you're just sitting like a normal human being, I'm assuming this means tons of space.
If you're just sitting up.
Yeah, if you're just sitting.
There's so much legroom. And even in that, you can use the ottoman, like the leg rest, conveniently.
Nice.
If you want to use all 3 rows, it also provides a lot of flexibility because you can adjust the seat base, which means I can be pushing my second row seats much closer to the front row and still be comfortable because I can raise the seat base.
Yeah, makes
sense. So I get completely comfortable.
Yeah.
Right? So the second row is where the magic is in this car. And thank God for that, because I don't think that the back seat of the previous gen was impressive enough. Was impressive enough for me to pick that over the high cross even, if I was actually looking for a car to travel.
Understood.
Right?
Okay.
Here, they have cemented it. They have nailed it with that seat. Listen, this has been fun, and I think we should take this to the next level. I think our relationship's ready for it. And if you're ready, head to the MotorInc channel, where this 3-minute video ends up expanding into a hour-long video, which would be a great way for us to spend time when you're taking a jog, in a flight, commuting to work, or back. We'd love to hang out more.